What's going on, great people? I hope it's all good with you. Y'all know what it is. I'm back. Another. I said it. And another Nate Facebook live stream. You know what I'm talking about? Let's get it. We're going to build. We're going to build on some information, people. We're going to build with mathematics and science. Your mathematics, your science, not nobody else's. Who is it? Come on in.
Set your face on fire. Let's get higher. 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 Set your face on fire.
Let's get higher. Let's get higher. What did it say? Let's get higher. We're going to set this universe on fire. They think it's getting warm now. I'm going to set this place on fire. I'm gonna set the universe on fire. They talk about solar flares. You feel it yet? How many of you talking about retrograde? Yeah. But don't worry about it. It's gonna be that good heat. It's gonna be where it's comfortable. You're gonna like it, trust me. See, this is not no fear mongering stuff that I'm doing to you. I don't want you to feel as though that I'm a threat. No. I'm just the diamond in the dirt that hasn't been found yet. Amen. So look, we're going to jump right into this science. Because as promised, we're going to put it on fire. And anytime you build, I don't care if it's tangible or intangible, you're causing an elevation. You know? We're causing an explosion. You see, nothing can move if nothing changes. And if nothing changes, then nothing moves. In order for something to move, then there has to be dissatisfaction. And as long as you are complacent, then how can we have a change of affairs and events? Nothing stays the same. Everybody knows that. That's supreme intelligence. Even the common sense people know that. Even they put it on a menu. You'll go into a restaurant or a store, and you'll see in fine small print everything, and even the prices is subject to change in here. You could ride up into a gas station. Right when you seen it was $2.98, you got out your car and the man was coming out the door with his big numbers and that long stick that they put up there to change the number. And you counting your money, right? You talking, damn, that's a good thing. This shit's only $2 a gallon. No, my man, it's not $2 a gallon. It's $5 a gallon. What do you mean? The sign say, hold the fuck up. I know that sign just said $2 a gallon. And he that fast changed that. What you gonna do? You got to pay $5 now, my friend. I don't know. I don't know if he could say, well, I'm gonna make an exception for you. I don't know what the barrier of the laws that determines this. You know what I'm talking about? Like, oh, you can't let me slide and get it for $1 a gallon? Maybe that day when the fuel came in, he had to pay a specific price or a certain price, So you never know what dictates why what you think would be so stupid and foolish actually has some relevancy to it. See, because I'm going to tell you what my old earth told me a long time ago. One of the things that my mother told me was that, yes, there's methods to everybody's madness. Just because you can't comprehend it, or it doesn't make any sense to you, it doesn't mean that there's some methodical elements and tactics that this individual is using to get them by. And you wonder how they riding around in a Tesla. And you ain't even got one yet. And you got a $90,000 a year salary. Been working for the goddamn city or the government for 20 years. Huh? Are you building within yourself? Are you creating a greater you? Or are you just merely working hard here on earth to accumulate all this dumb shit that you soon got to go and it ain't gonna be yours no more anyway? Oh my goodness, man. Y'all got to be crazy. You can have all this shit. Like, come on. Talk on the dark side to me, if you will. What gains a man if he loses his whole soul for the whole, gain his soul for the whole world? Huh? In my Dick Gregory persona. I love it when he used to do it. He talked that shit. He asked you a good, great question. Like, right? Dick Gregory's the only motherfucker I know that could cuss you out for being stupid. And you'll really like it. And continue to sit there and allow that man to harshly elevate you. He's not really disrespecting nobody. You know? I have enlighteners like that. I've been around men like, I don't know if you're supposed to be around these people. So let's move on with the getting on. I have a few things before me here that I wish to share. Some of it we're going to come up out of that of some ideas of what Buddha talked about, you know, because of course, you know, with the information that we have available to us, and which states that this is material that was left by a guru for us to evolve ourselves to the stage and state of that excuse me for a minute. Stage and state to that of a guru. All right. These people, themselves never said to no one that we should be worshiping them. That's new information. That didn't come around. That worshiping something other than ourselves only was the concept of about 600 years. Think about it. So before me, I got some good ideas from that individual that we're going to go over. We're going to share, weigh in on, and share this video, people. If you don't want to hit the heart button, share it. Share it, and then take it down off your Facebook page. All right? How about that part? I'll help you get through this. You know I will. But the most important part that you got to play in the game. It's just like the people say about voting. You ever heard somebody tell you if you don't vote, what's going to happen? Right. They got all types of theories and ideas. Same thing with what we're doing here. If you're not partaking in the turnabouts of astrology and numerologically, metaphysically, then you can pretty much equate that same idea to that of your soul and your spirit. But here's the thing. I want you to double that 100 times. Because, see, in the spiritual realm, this is where the master battle is going on. See, the body is already juiced up. In my Dick Gregory tone. Yeah, I love me some Dick Gregory energy. I don't care what he was or what he did. I'm not talking about that. See, let's not go Negrofied right now. Let's stay on a high level. We don't need to drop the pedometer. Like, no, keep that shit popping, y'all. Keep it up in the red. You want to keep that shit up in the red. You want the meteorologist to come on tonight at 11 o'clock talking about, God damn, it's going to be hot tomorrow, y'all. In fact, if you just look right over here, we have a few very, very hot spots coming in. And we're pretty much not clear how this is all going to come about. But if you look close, that's when the glitching start going on and shit. I mean, like, I don't know. Y'all be seeing what I be seeing? Maybe I'm the only one. I don't know. But let's keep it moving, right? So we could go over some of the Buddha quotes I got before me. We're going to go over some ideas, and that's where we're going to start off. Let me do a Sanchez a check right quick, because I am watching him at the same time. In fact, let's weigh in on some of this information.
Oh, you this here knowledge too. So if you look at the bottom right corner, you will see what I'm talking about as well. And if you look at the top right here, you can see what Nut is. See, she's the neck. Remember, the goddess Nut is the goddess neck. And she's a casted net that's casted down from a singularity, just like what I'm showing you here. Let me show you something real quick.
That's right.
Show you something real
quick. Okay, so here we have it. That's what we're doing. We have enlighteners, we have guiders, angels, or angles of light. That's I don't want to say permeating, but I will like to say infiltrating and infiltrating. Okay, so let me just speak in the English comprehensible terms, because English can get really, when you know a lot of the fork-tonguedness of what the Aboriginals was talking about, and it's a daily inspiration or revelation, and revelation or revelation to me, but it's like, you think you can look Spanish, Italian, Arabic, Hebrew. Wow. English has it's like religion. Big ass sect of its own. You got Pig Latin in English. So you see what I'm saying? You got broken. You got Gizzo to the stizzle and gizzard me some cigarette. So what is it? Cigarettes. A nizzy that sizzled. Like, it's so many languages and tongues and what is it? Sex of like English in itself. It forms, and this is what gives the individual the ability to formulate their existence. That's gonna go with so many people here right there. I know it is, because it makes my hair stand up. See, people think that it's some mystery God out there creating and things is being developed. Even if, okay, I take away the mystery God. Let's be respectful and stop playing and joking about a mystery God. Everybody know that there's no mystery God up there flying around at least we hope, right? That's going to come out of the sky one day and save America. Well, first save all the black people and then save America. I don't know how it's going to go. However, let's say that that wasn't true. Still, how I'm to explain the development of the eternal infinite universe that spins within inside of you and without? Huh? Who are the gurus, the sages, and the master teachers and thinkers that's on the blackboard or the whiteboard? It don't matter. I don't care if you're using the black chart or the white chart. Who is teaching the young mind? That's why they shut your schools down. Huh? We not. the peak game. You don't close down Germantown High School, a goddamn sacred sanctuary, artifactual state of existence. That's Germantown. You don't shut that down if you have no, unless you don't have any use for it. And just let it go straight to waste. Never put any money to it. That's how thorough that building was manufactured. I don't think a dime of it ever went into repairments. I think that school was built. They put the staff in it, and it went for however long it went. It had need a few paint jobs. Other than that, that's how the material that stuff is built out of in Germantown Avenue. The street alone is cobblestone. And right across the street, yes, it's the one of the city hall. Thanks for bringing that up. But that we ain't gonna get it at. That's a lot of story. You know? So we are going to get into let's see a couple. It's not going to be a couple, but we're going to start talking about some things. And one of the things I first want to make mention is about that of dreams and aspirations. You know? Like, are you paying attention to your dreams? And when you see these dreams, right? And I'm going to say so-called dreams because, again, I think it's a play of words because there is no mystery creations that is being formulated like from this mystery God. You see? So let that alone. Now you have to explain then what is manifesting all of state of existence. Isn't it not you, your mind? No, Nate, that's not you, your mind. Nate, you crazy. That's not true. Okay. Let's go to the book called the Kabbalion and let me read our dumbasses something. It states that the universe is mental. Let me break universe down for you for a minute. In the word universe, you're going to see yourself. It's the first letter, U. Then you got N. Ironically, can be and. So you and what's next? I, right? Ain't that how you like to talk? Don't you like to talk proper? Becky and I, well, Billy and I, going to the supermarket. See, again, another trick play on words to keep you from putting yourself first. I never say that. No. Me and Mark, me and Mustafa, me and Cheryl, me and Sarah, me and Cookie, me and Becky, me and whoever is great. Go get us some L's from the store so we can twist up. What's wrong with that? Why I got to put you first? Why I got to say Cheryl, Steve, Karen, Becky, Bobby, Bruce, and Chucky, and I? We're going to go to the supermarket. Stop it. You're so afraid to worship you and go with inside yourself. The all is spirit. So when every time you think, right, you're creating on and on and on and on and on, because the universe is mental. So when you and I, what does verse mean? Huh? Let's be factual. Just in case we got somebody that's dumb. What does verse mean?
Verse has a few meanings.
Of course it do.
As a noun, it can mean writing arranged with a metrical rhythm, typically having a rhyme. As a verb, it means speak in or compose verse. Verse can also be a part of speech, meaning denoting an area of activity or interest or a section of society distinguished by a particular characteristic.
So see if we can get a little bit more ideas. How about a group of lines that form a unit in a poem or a song? Huh? Each of the short numbered division of a chapter in the Bible. Those are verses. A passage and an anthem for a solstice or a small group of voices. Speak in or compose. Verse. Versify. Denoting an area of activity or interest or a section of society distinguished by a particular characteristic. And on, you go look it up. So when you and I do these things that sound so good that we just heard of, guess what happens? We come about a great overstanding, which is the manifestation of all planes. Let me clear some of this. All right, so now dreams, again, to me, I'm gonna have to equate it as like baby food. You know, you don't want to keep dreaming all the time. Some may say nothing comes to a dreamer. Some may have it that dream is the cousin of death. And we hear a lot of terminology which gives no real vitality, no real electrifying, like, whereas we know that a person is going to get up out the bed the next day and make manifest. So we want to check in too and realize that what these dreams are actually states of affairs and events that's either a place that you've already created, right? And or slip through into someone else's grid, because that can be done. Or you had decide to go on prepare another state of existence. It's like a record or a song. So they tell you make an album, you're not gonna make one song. You're gonna take your time. Maybe tonight you'll make a record, go bowling, go out with your girlfriend or your boyfriend, you know, do whatever, and come back and throw a couple more songs on the track. Well, that's as below, so above. You got places that you set up already that's waiting for you to really rock out in this meat suit, right? Let that sink in a little bit, please. Because I don't want to move too fast. I want it to sink in a little bit, you know? This is not a game. And if it is, it's better than chess. A lot of people play chess and no checkers at all. But your life, man, yo, I got a new drink, y'all. Well, it's actually not a new drink, but it's a new drink to you that I've been drinking. You never seen me drink one of these before. So I just happen to have one with me today. And yes, it gets tweaked because if you look at what it is, it's like it's something real delight. It's like tropical shit. And it got lemon in it. Look at the bottom. Look in the bottom. It got real little bits of lemon. That's what they said. And that's what it looked like. Is it really lemons? I don't give 2 lawnmowers of somebody else's up in Bucks County whether it's real lemons or not. Check. Because it's wasted energy. It's just not my concern. Whoever makes that, they just making it so they can make some money and make shit move, man. Nigga thirsty. Damn. Who cares how many ingredients is in it? Nigga who tongue they can tickle when it comes to making this juice. That's their job. And you want to step on it too. Oh, that shit got too much ingredient, too much sugar. I used to be a health nut. Ain't none of you can out health me. If you don't know Dr. Sebi's whole life, nah, I ain't gonna say I know his whole life, but it feel like it. But if you're not a Dr. Sebi's follower, or student, should I say? I'm sorry, not a follower, but a student, yes, then you don't know. You ain't there yet. So, okay, these dreams and aspirations, this is what you want to hold on to. This is what you're working for, y'all. Not something to, and it can't be just in the physical. I'm not saying negate or neglect the physical and all together. By all means, please don't get me misconstrued. Okay? But you want to have a balance. You need to have a clear mental projection or where you want to live at in the future. Huh? Because I'm not going to be sitting right here. I can't be. I got to prepare and move on for total greatness. I need to be looking at how I'm making transitions and how I'm going to make my transition in the next 50 years. While you talk about and sitting around, don't nobody know how they gonna die. That's what you say. That's what you say. I hear him say it all the time. Don't tell me I'm wrong. You people swear up and down that nobody don't know how they die, but you know everything else in the world. How about this? Your device will tell you what everything is, but it won't even tell you where you're going to die. Your device will tell you when is this person's birthday, but ask them when is. I'm not going to do that. But ask them when is that person going to die, or so-called die, huh? You don't know. Why don't you know? You know your birthday, but you don't know your death date. Or let's say you know your enter date, but you don't know your exit date. Correctly quoted. Same concept. It's different words and perceptions of views. You think Jesus Christ created you and pushed you up in that beautiful woman that you call mommy? I think I developed through frequencies and rays and molecules and different elements and manifested in the through what you might call daddy. No. The point is developing a state of existence that takes you into utopia mentally, where you can achieve and live at once in your heaven while you're here on earth. It's a shame. Please don't do that to yourself. To think that you need to be at peace when you leave your physical. That's a great big thing to do, people. Real talk. Some of you more worried and concerned about whether you're gonna leave here wondering if my wife ever cheated on me. I wonder if she gonna go to the grave with that. This nigga, he worrying about whether he gonna go to the grave from telling her that he got kids out here. You know what I'm talking about? And it's like, you'll be surprised. You'll be shocked. Little small stuff. People, I don't think she'll ever know I smoke weed, or I don't think she ever know I snort a little coke. I mean, like, I'm going to the grave with that. Nobody will never know. And that's okay. But don't go to the grave not knowing that you could have achieved heaven while you was right here on earth. Why you gotta wait to die to go to heaven? Huh? I'm looking at certain phases of life that we have to go through. Let's look at numerology for a minute. Like I said, I got a lot of things before me. We're gonna jump around. This is why it's called building on information. It ain't got a precise or particular information to do it. Did I? Let me see. Did I put a specific type of information? Did I say we was gonna build on theology? Huh? Did I say we was gonna build on philosophy? Let me see. Let me look at. Maybe I did. Maybe I said something. Did I say I'm gonna build on religion? Nate, what did you say? Tell the people. Tell the people. He said he was going to build on information. And when we build on this information, we want to weigh in on it. I want you to get in the comment section and let me know how you think that this is valuable and enlightening aspects of our existence that is should be the talk of the norm in workplaces and workforces, because y'all don't go to McDonald's and be at Walmart talking like this. Numerology is a divining practice that uses numbers. All right? Numbers is the mathematics that I'll be talking about whenever you hear me make that statement. Numbers is something that totally and warps your whole entire aspect of who you are. In fact, a lot of you don't even know that you have a life path number. That's right. And by the way, you got a death date. But I'm going to show you how not to fear to know it. See, don't worry. I know a lot of people don't want to learn the magic in the sake of, they want to stay happy. That's why they say ignorance is bliss. You ever heard that terminology? Well, that's why they make that shit up. But it's really not. Ignorance actually brings torture, torment, and hell's pain and suffering. Just look at them. I ain't lying. Walk up on my porch, and I got 2 pit bulls and 2 Rottweilers. And you didn't know that they on attack mode. You didn't know, right? Your happy ass walked up on my porch. Whose fault is that? So ignorance is stupidity. It is not blissful. It can get you fucked up. If you walked around the corner, it was going to be a shootout, and you having to get shot in the toe, did you go happily to the hospital? Did the news reporter ever say that, well, that person who was not involved in the shooting, however, they were very happy when they was picked up by the police and taken to the hospital? See, we got to stop that dumbass talk, man. It's the dumb talk that keep us in a dumb state of vibrating and existing and functioning. That's how the frequency is bouncing, people. Oh, I can't wait till I get share screen because I can show y'all. And the best way I can show you is mentally. So let me take you there. Especially if you elder and you was back in the days when the TV actually at 12 o'clock shut down and there was no movies. On the screen, it looked like snow fuzzes and it went. And what this was is actually a replica of the you can't see it with the physical eye state of existence. This is how and why I say I can manifest myself and not no spooky person creating me, because I understand the laws and the physics and the science and mathematics to make the matter. That's why all things matter. Check. Everything matters. What does matter?
In classical physics and general chemistry, matter is any substance that has mass and takes up space by having volume. All everyday objects that can be touched are ultimately composed of atoms, which are made up of interacting subatomic
I like that.
particles.
You said enough.
And everyday as
because that's going to confuse them. Because people's trained not to like science, number one. But the most important key phrase I want to point out here is about the substance that has mass and it take up space. So how did you get all the way to Black Life before you did this desk? Or even the pencil to write Black Life? Did you not think somebody was in ignorance of lives, black lives, and particularly taking up space, huh? In this mass? Oh, I see. Okay. We dumb, right? We don't know science like that, Nate. Nate, everybody don't know the science like you do. Okay, I'll give you a pass then. But don't walk around here with that shit talking about Black Lives Matter, White Lives Matter, this life matter. No, everything matter. Everything is matter. This phone, this desk, the car, the keys, everything. The shirt, the glasses, the body, hair. It's taking up space. Don't let them dumb me down. Bob Marley said it best, people. Oh, yes, he did. At least this is what's been said. He said, don't let them school you. Bob Marley said it best. Don't let them school you. They only want to rule you. And then, well, I'm adding on now. You know how I do it. I add on. So after you've been schooled and ruled, guess what? I become the fool. Check. So numerology is a divining practice that uses numbers. And if you don't think that you need to be paying attention to numerology, this is where you're going to have to learn to stand in the corner. I'm going to put you in this goddamn corner in the pipeline, and you ain't coming out until you realize that you need to, if I ask you what size shoe you wear, you're going to have to give me a number. If I ask you, do you want a brand new coat? And I say, what size? You're going to have to give me a number, buddy. And if you want a haircut, and I say, what you want, a 1.5 or 2, you're going to have to tell me some numbers, buddy. Yes, you do. Right. In fact, if you call your mom, you're going to need some numbers. You can't get away from it. The bed you sleep in, did you know that's built by a number by another one? Or did you think that they just said, okay, put the bed together. How about your house? Huh? Your garage. How the hell I'm going to give you a 2-car garage if I don't know the exact appropriate mathematics and measurements in which to make it manifest or come into fruition? So numbers is important, and we cannot escape them, and you will never, ever become a master of thyself if you don't understand the science of numerology. You're going to have to say, oh, well, fuck it. I'll do it in the next lifetime. I'll do it another time then. You have a life path number. Hold on. You got a destiny number. Here's the book I'm looking for. And by the way, here's a good read too. This is not the book I'm looking for, but Strahan, Lloyd Strahan. Okay, for my Facebook viewers, you might want to read this. This is a good read. You could build on this information, people. Yeah, where's excuse me, give me for a minute. Let me focus a little hard. Find the book I'm looking for. Wow. Okay. Right. All right. Well, I'll find that later. It sounds it's not in there. A destiny number. You know, we got numbers that is significant. So that's my point. Let's move on. All right. So these numbers, which seeks to establish a mystical relationship, and this is why a lot of things go on in life, and you'll hear, if you pay attention, you'll see numbers repeatedly followed by your affairs and your events. Excuse me. All right. So numbers seeks to establish mystical relationship between numbers, living things, and the physical or the spiritual forces. Let's look at number one. And the first one is the first unit of the numbers, right? Power, which is power and strength that can lead to egotism and individualism. It reflects strength, drive, and ambition. I'm a number one. By the day I was born, the year, and the month, you add that up. So, like, where's my book at, man? That's making me mad. I think it's right here. Hold on. Okay. Let me see. I think this is right here. This ain't it either. Now, number two, the first pair number representing the couple, which is duality, family, private and social life, denotes a sociable, caring, and affectionate person. Three number, constantly expanding characteristics by pragmatism. They have goals, and these people normally meet them. Shrewd and dynamic and creative. The four number will deals with the will and effort to successfully carry out projects. Honest, okay, typically loyal, responsible. Good characteristics for any individual. So that's the four. I'm just reading along here some information about numerology. The 5 number, it is a restless spirit, constant seeking truth around us. When you see that, intelligence is, that's mainly what's going on when we're seeing 5s. That means there's a lot of power of information around, and you should be paying attention. Sometimes you might be with 5 people, you might be in aisle 5, and then you notice that you bought 5 things that came up to $5. All right. So You want to be paying attention to these things. I know it might be a little bit much more to add to what's going on in your existence, but what it does is help you to actually map out mathematically what should be unfolding for the time period that you're having your adventure here on Earth. And then this way, this is how you know your death date and how you're going to die. So-called die. Oh, I'm still upset about finding my book, man. What's that? The law of positive. That's not it. What's the book I'm looking for? See, this make them. I'm not gonna be able to go on because it's bothering me. Because I want to know where it is. I know I got a book over here called the Psychic Powers, and it speaks of it in there a little bit, but that's not the one I was really looking for. Matter of fact, let's go to Michael Strahan book. Let me see something. I'm gonna put some tunes on for a minute. All right. That tune that I played earlier, I put that together. You know, that's a track called Take You Higher. I want y'all to check out let's listen to Showtime. Well, no, that's not that long enough. That's the way it go. We got that sacred number 7 too. You know what I mean? Give you an idea why the quarterbacks started wearing the quarterbacks wear the number 7. It ain't that they chose number 7. Hey. And I made that happen. Mental telepathy, if that's a word. Allow me to create it if it's not. I need to run. I like that. That's a nice tune. Yeah, that's doing nice right there. You know what I mean? Somebody asked me, they said, yo, you don't make beats for people? And that's garbage. This is some cheap material. I guess I just put it together real fine because that ain't really that cheap, but it's just the things I do, man. I mean, like, but if I had some authentic, some real Run DMC equipment, don't you know Kanye West will want me to give him some bright ideas? That's your man's, ain't it? Ain't that your top music put together 808, boy? I mean, he defined this shit. I mean, I would imagine it is. Y'all ain't defining what you doing. So look, I found some juicy ass information right here, people. So we're gonna start off first, because we're talking about first we're gonna start out what's in a name, all right? And then we'll go to the birth numbers and their meanings. Check. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put something grooving smoothie on for your soul, because I wanna put something on, some tunes, some positive vibrations for your soul, and let me speak to your subconscious. See, because you're not gonna pick this up right away, but allow me to speak to your subconscious, whereas in time, as you journeying through, it's like an angel being with you. You're gonna have this information in the back of your head. It's actually gonna be in a file. It's like, see, your brain acts as just like a computer. You got a section where you file and store away information, and you can recollect or recall it at any given moment in time. But for the meantime, I don't understand this shit, man. Put that shit in there. I don't want to read that shit. Don't throw it away, though. That's the most important part. You never throw information away just because you don't comprehend what it is. That don't mean it's not real when it don't exist. Because let me tell you something, just in case we dumb, if it wasn't real and it had no relevancy to it, then guess what? You got it, buddy. That shit wouldn't even exist. It's just my dumbass job to figure it out. That's all. It's simple mathematics, people. Don't make life hard. Dang. Life is a beautiful thing. Just look outside at 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning. It don't get ugly till the people wake up and start moving around driving. First thing you hear, KYW. Oh, we got a 20-mile car back up because somebody done fucked up driving because you speed and work. So 5, it is a restless spirit constantly seeking truth around us. Intelligence, curious. Well, let me read 5 right here because Lloyd has it too here. He got positive, the number 5 of being versatile, literally curious, spontaneous, freedom loving, and the negative is self-indulgence, related to sex, irritable, and abusive. All right. So you want to watch them number 5s out there. Check. All right. What I want to put on. You know what? I need to do this right. Since I'm not going to use this no more, this is another something I put together for a minute, y'all. I'm going to come right back with this information. My bad. This track is Set It On Fire. Gosh. Go ahead, set this shit on fire.
Set your face on fire. Let's get higher. Set your face on fire. Let's get higher.
All right. So look, we're gonna get busy. I'm gonna do a little reading of some numerology. We're gonna weigh in on this. We're gonna see how it applies to me, which means you're gonna see how it applies to you. Check. We're doing this so that individuals in themselves could recognize and realize their fullest potential and power of thyself. Do that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense or not. For me to be the type of person that is able and capable of handling and maintaining power. You could do it at a job. Some of you people hold important positions. Isn't that a form of some symbol and authority of power? Right? Some of you could tell people that they gotta be in the unemployment line. Come February 1st. That's a lot of power. So to have power, I figure, right, that we develop the necessary tools that's going to able an individual to have the power, right? And then be able to harness it appropriately without abuse or misuse of their power. This is why you can't be Superman yet, or Spider-Man, or Wonder Woman, or the Bionic Woman, or the $7 million man. I know he was $6 million man, but there was a $7 million man too. I'm not talking about him. I'm not talking about Steve. What was his name? No. So this is why you have societies developed and kept shit secret. I want you to also keep in mind the great idea of health being a great gift, people. So make sure that you being health conscious. All right? Your health is important for many reasons. Contentment, the greatest wealth. Faithfulness, the best relationship. All right? No one saves us but ourselves. No one can and no one may. We ourselves must walk the path. This is the journey you chose to come by way of. This is the event and the fear that you decided, but you forgot when you became educated and was handed your diploma and your degrees. That was a sure enough scientific evidence of proof that I was insane and totally out of my mind and ready to adapt to the physical world. Don't tell me I'm lying. Why you think Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall and had a great fall? There was not a goddamn king, nor a horseman, a pastor, reverend, preacher, nobody. Not Jesus. Muhammad wanted to kill him. Not even Elijah Muhammad to put these niggas back together again. Don't play with me. I see everything. If I got to sit back in my dark black hole and watch in the crystal ball, that's what I'm gonna do. Because I said so that I can do it. Just so I can understand and know. I don't want to believe God. I don't want to do things and leap out on blind faith and hope for things and evidence not seen, and that one day it will appear and manifest. That take too long. I only got 50 more years left. If that, right? But you know what I'm talking about. Nobody can save me. You can't save me. And it'd be futile and stupid of me to think that I can let you knock on my door and come in and sup with me and you tell me that Jesus loved me. I hope Jesus gave you some money. You sitting at my table. I hope Jesus understand hard times here on earth. Did you bring some money so I could pay this bill, sir? No, I don't get up. Sit your asses down. This is when you start. You hold the people hostage now. Yeah, you got every right. God damn it. You woke me up. You come knocking on my door and you wondering and asking me, have I been saved? Oh, come on in. Yeah, come on in. You gotta smile, right? Let them. Don't give off that energy like these niggas is in for it. You gonna get it. Why you think they don't knock on my door? They know. They feel it. Nobody can save me. We ourselves must walk the path in this journey alone. You came here by yourself and you're leaving by yourself, buddy. You can search throughout the entire universe for someone who is more deserving of your love and affection than you are yourself. And guess what? You won't be able to find them nowhere. You looking for somebody to marry you and love you. God damn. Oh, man, this is crazy, man. Yo, y'all let society bring you up like that? Whereas though you feel as though that you can't die without somebody in your bed next to you? I thought you said you didn't know how you was going to die. All this time you feared to be alone and die alone. And guess what? The nigga ended up dying alone. That person was somewhere on the other side of the earth on a business trip. And they ain't seen him in weeks. Sometimes months. Depending on how good the business is. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? That's crazy. You better jump on your boat, people. Dive into your shit. You feel me? You yourself, as much as anything or anybody in the entire universe, deserves the goddamn love and affection. Why not? Tell me why not? Why can't I and Steve go to the gun gallery? Why you want me so, and tell me there's perfect language too. It's supposed to be perfect motherfucking English. Like, excuse my expression, my elders. All right. However, you just it's y'all gotta, stupidity makes me just really hype, man. Not because I'm seeing it and like I'm really giving you something that y'all not even seeing. And so that's like a double bubble for me because here it is right here. I'm telling it, and you still talking about no. It's raining outside. And it's cold. And the earth is spinning. And the water is melting. And it's splashing all over. And the sun is heating everything up. Oh my God, y'all hear this shit. This all they talking about. This is the talk that they talk. That's the talk that's talked on earth. God, you wouldn't believe it. Come on, let's take a trip. It's still a bunch of ice, but it's melting. I'm not sure the mathematics. I'm not going to say. But what? Some type of increments. Would that be suffice? Whether it's a half inch a day, a quarter inch a second. They said there's some, listen, this was said back in 1928 now. Oh my goodness. I would expect more water than warming. That don't make, something's not making sense. Well, where's all the water? Oh, we got water rising and increasing on Earth, Nate. Yeah, look it up, Google it. They say that some levees and things have been broken up. Oh, so all this is happening because the ball is spinning? But y'all, this is what you're telling me? And so as the ball spins, come on now. The globe, you know what fucking ball I'm talking about. Don't act dumb now. I just changed the words. The same thing. If you look at a basketball, you'll be no different. And I hold a globe here. It'll be no difference. It's both round. The balls. So you tell me it's spinning at what is it? How much? 1,000 miles per second. And none of the ice in the water is coming off. How many people played basketball before? People outside in the rain. What did you do with the basketball when it got too wet? Or went in a puddle of water? Especially we had that good leather ball. That good cow, that pig. Is it pig skin? Okay. I don't know with the basketball. No. All right, cool. It's a big, yeah. Yeah, if you wanted to get the water off, you would throw the water and I'm sorry, Courtney, okay, peace there. We would take the ball and throw it up in the air a few times. And what it did, it will make the water splash off of it. And that's not spinning at 1,000 miles per second either, y'all. We was like, we're young, so you can't spin it that hard. It may spin about, I say we spin it about 13, 14 miles. If you want. But the idea was that the water, we knew that the water was splash off the goddamn ball. So I asked myself, okay, I'm not gonna ask nobody else. I don't expect nobody to get into this conversation. Because this is for the elite. This is shit for people to sit back and think about that ain't got nothing else to do in life, but just think about how shit is so fucked up and dumb. And so, like, I have to ask myself, how do you get on a merry-go-round? Right? I take you to the merry-go-round. In fact, I remember I was kids with my sisters and them. And we was on that little joint in the playground at the school. And they had the little merry-go-round, iron, you know, where you really could get hurt if she fell or he fell off. And they had a little sand down there, a few pebbles. But we would spin the thing and everybody would start crying. Please stop. Now, mind you, I will only spin this thing. Again, I was not that strong. So I could not been spinning it no harder than, let's say, I'm going to give us the benefit of doubt, 30 miles per hour. And that's too fast for little kids to be on that spinning thing. Right? So again, I have to question myself, how is the earth spinning? Now, just in case I might be quoting wrong information, I'm going to have to look this up to be factual for Facebook because they'll strike the video talking about I'm giving false information. So let's be factual. How fast is the earth spinning?
1,000 miles per hour, 1,600 kilometers per hour. According to earthhow.com, Earth spins at an incredible 1,000 miles per hour.
Hold the fuck on!
1,600 kilometers per hour.
God damn!
Got it. If you stick a giant
Stop!
ball in the ground at the equator, you'd see it spin with a circular velocity of 1,600 kilometers per hour. That's fast.
I know! Stop! That shit is fast. That's too fast. But you're not falling off, are you? You're not being cast out into space. You're not being thrown nowhere. And don't tell me it's gravity. Because if gravity can hold I'm 100 and something pounds. You got gold, you got everything, cars, you got all type of minerals. And why is birds allowed to fly free? And bubbles and balloons. So that tells me there's density. Okay? That's what we're working with. There's no substance that's pulling me to the ground. If that's the case, I got a compass right here. And when I put this compass on, it will point to not that of the north. If that energy is that powerful and that source of such magnitude, it will disrupt our compass where we can find out, you know, which way my sense of direction is that of distinguish of north, east, south, and west. The sun ain't even that strong to mess with a compass. The North Pole is the most strongest, powerful force. Right, facts. That put a compass on your phone, people. You can stand still. In fact, sit the phone down, and it'll still move. What the fuck? I don't know. So we get back to, let's look at what Lloyd Strahan, all right? I'm going to come out of this book for a second for the YouTube. We got to make sure we still YouTube live streaming, all right? Got a thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Courtney Miller. Yes, much love and respect. Yeah. Just make sure y'all stay in the knowing. Live a good life. You know, you live a life, and like for the most part, I recommend staying over the radar. You know, not everybody. It's not everybody's job to be out, or not even job, but energy to do the things that's to be done in this state of existence. Okay, so in other words, you know, we don't need pastors, we don't need leaders, we don't need presidents, we don't need liaisons, we don't need sponsors. We need to teach each other how to develop the uniqueness of thyself. Look on my Facebook page. It's this post that I posted with the kids. I forget what country, but it's like jumping rope here in America. And I liked it because they had long, about 16 by 16 footers, 16-foot sticks. And maybe 5 of them will be on the end of them. And it was maybe 7, and they would just move on like this, open and close it, open and closing. And what the kids would do is jump in like we do on double Dutch rope, how one girl in, then the next girl, she jump in, and then the third girl. Well, they doing it with sticks. And it's the dynamics of it, the science and the symbology of it. When I look at it, how the universe operates and functions, it's like, wow, even with the rope, it's the symbolism of the energy grid that's around you. Oh, y'all got to peek the symbolism of the state of our existence. So this is the reason why I'm going to read a little bit out of this book. And it's so improved that our life is everything about numbers. We can't get away from it, you know? And once we start to master this, you ain't got to ask an individual a question or nothing. You learn to read their energy. You learn to read their aura. You learn to read at least their hands. We learn to read expressions. We learn to read vibrations. We learn to read passages away. Face, right. Dr. Laylola Africa broke it all down. Actually, our whole life is actually imprinted and inscribed on our face, people. You're talking about deep science. We don't know diddly about ourselves and what we think we should know who we are. And you got these people running around here talking about they know something. And they got degrees. I ain't going to take nothing away from them either. I ain't taking nothing away from you. You worked hard for that. And anytime people put energy into anything to achieve a goal, kudos, real talk. I commend you. But don't stop there. You went that far, you might as well take over and be the goddamn brain instead of Pinky. All you got to do now is add your flavor to it. So let's read a little bit of this. I'm talking too much. What I said we was going to start with. Somebody remember? Oh, man, I said. Oh, right. What's in the name? Right, thank you. And then we'll go to birth numbers and their meaning, because that's how we got here. You know, because we're talking about numbers. A lot of people think that numerology is about nothing. Oh, it don't mean nothing. I went to my pastor, and, you know, because what you said, it has some validity to it, and it did have me interest, so I thought I had to consult my pastor. No, don't do that. Don't even tell your pastor that you know about numerology. They might be a 33rd, or a 32er. And then they're going to look at you some kind of way now. And you don't know no better. But them people, they know. They working with the science. Oh, shit. They're going to talk about you now Oh, we got somebody in the congregation. They interested in numerology. Oh yeah. Why don't you give a sermon on what God told a nigga what will happen to them if they fuck with that magic? All right, that sounds good. And then they go into the Bible and pull out all those scriptures that tells you about magic. And look, you think it's God? Oh my God. This people start thinking that it was God because the whole week they was deciding whether numerology was right or not, and they forgot that they told their pastor. You see how this shit is good, y'all? Oh yeah, I'm a master at it too. I mastered the 7 heavens and the 7 hells. I like the Baphomet symbol too. But you know, I'm from Pennsylvania, so we fuck it up. You know how it is. So that very same exact, that next Sunday you go to church, you thinking you receiving revelation from Almighty God, when in fact, it's just a play on your intelligence from the powers that be. That's all. So let's get into this, because this is deep too. I could get deep forever. And that's not why I came here. I want to wake y'all up to a couple other things. So I said the first thing we was getting into about the name, right? So what was that on 27? Let me. Everybody all right? Y'all got me in my Bobby Hemmett bag now. You all right? Y'all all right? Yo, Bobby Hemmett was that bull, y'all. Wasn't he? Who know Bobby Hemmett? Of course, we want to give positive energies out there to the pandemic. So what's in a name? You'll be surprised at the vast amount of information that can be obtained from a person's name. See, this is the part that's why he's going to have to give you a sermon on Sunday, because they don't need you to becoming more enlightened than the top hats, the so-called secret society. You know, them people talk about the game to be sold, not told. Yeah, them type of people. Knowing you ain't got no money. They didn't even have money. That's not how they became Masons either. Just in case you was wondering, you don't start paying dues, so I'm told, until you get in to a certain degree. So this is where numerology is most helpful. In numerology, a name can reveal a person's natural talents, skills, and abilities, regardless of his or her educational background and training. In fact, if Mr. Lloyd do take a look at your astrological chart, I guarantee you that we can find that we all off balance. We ain't even, where's the compass at? Well, god damn, you so far off of where you supposed to be going. you know what? It's going to take you 13 life cycles to get you back on track. That's what it says yeah. Because all your houses is fucked up. Everything in your house is fucked up. Let me see. Let me look at that. Oh, yeah. That's how he going to read it. I ain't making this up, people. In the West, a person is usually given 3 names at birth. Huh? In our Gregory persona. Huh? Don't act like you dumb, because he'll get mad. Because you know goddamn well, sometimes he'll say something to everybody, the whole crowd look like, oh shit, no, we dumb. Huh? You got 3 names. You Johnson. That's who you are. Beer. No. Stolen Beer Johnson. That's what they're going to call that, bro. What do you mean his name is Stolen Beer Johnson? Or Black Bear. Right. They don't mind giving people that title. You got some people last name Black. So there's the first name, the middle name, and the last name, right? However, for whatever reason, as adults, we generally use a first and last name only. He states for whatever reason. Should we stop and discuss that reason? Or should we just continue on and get on with the numerology? Because that definitely would change the paradigm again. And y'all know me, I'm good with changing and switching up. That's how I do when I play baseball. My coach used to be so mad at me. I would come up and I know he gonna get mad. But that was made me get the hit. I needed the energy. I do 3 innings batting right and then switch up left. Pop! That's how you gotta do it. Not only did I play left field, I was good at center field and right field. Because my perception of view of when the ball travels, I was good at adjusting with it. Same thing above. Don't you know the sports that you play is science to the state of existence of how you manifesting and coming into it, the earth? Oh, yeah. Same with bowling. That's right. Every game. Pool. I think Dr. Francis, who is that? Dr. Francis Cress Wilson in the ISIS paper wrote it best. The psychology, yo. See, what you do lets me know how you think. You don't need to talk. There is no room for lip professing. I give 2 goddamn Walmarts what a person has to say. That's why I don't never remember your name, my nigga. What are you talking about? I'll ask you 10, 20 times. Damn, what's your name? Because I'm too busy reading your energy. Long line history of it, too. It's what I call it a ley line. I'm good with tapping in with different ley lines. That's why they don't want to be around me. That's why they don't like me. Well, I ain't gonna say they don't like me. I'm too great to not be liked. It's just that Some creatures don't understand me. They can't handle, because of the vibration that they're on, they can't handle a extraordinary load. You see, this thing is spiritual, people. You're going to need to know this. That's why I'm giving you and talking to you this here about the numbers. And it gets deeper. Because after you learn what Mr. Lloyd is explaining to us, now you're going to have to develop your own. He's just the teacher while being the student. See, because he's going to come out with another book and another book and another book. And you're going to say, God damn, I can't, wait a minute. I didn't get finished reading this book. I can't understand this book in its totality. It's okay. It's not for you. You got to stay at your pace. Travel at your expense. Don't try to keep up with me. You might go broke, my nigga. Yeah. Find you somewhere on the operating table with them things to your heart. Talking about clear. You know what I mean? Giving you some energy. Electrifying your ass. So we got a long way to go. Let's get busy. However, for whatever reason, as adults, we generally use a first and last name, which I am not going to tell us the dumbass reason why. Because trust me, you don't want to hear it. Well, we do want to hear it because it's really funny. However, it's a waste of time. And it's nothing to what the brother here, Lloyd, wants to give us, this, which is way more important than the Bible. So I'm going to keep reading. The way to interpret a name in numerology is to transpose the letters of the name into numbers. The following is a layout of the letters and their number. So, for instance, I'm going to help you put it in your head. Well, I could show you too. Let me show you. Because everybody can't see that good. Some of us wear glasses in the spiritual realm. Did you know that? Did you know that? Oh, yeah. I told you, learn to know deal in the macro and the micro. Stay in the idea of as above, so below. If you need to walk around with a crystal where you can look in it and see things upside down, or a magnifying glass, make you an object or something. You need to be seeing things inside out and backwards and upside down, people. Everything. If you need to get by for work for the day, I mean, if you're a delivery man and you got to go to 1702, don't take the package to 0217. Like, no, it's not that deep. But what I'm saying is, when it comes to spirituality, when it comes to you seeing things and figuring things out, and your consciousness and yourself having your dialogue with self, and somebody else is bringing you something irrelevant to that of work, right? The necessity of clothing, banking, farming, and schooling, you have to look at it with a magnifying glass in a bird's eye view. Hold up. Hey, what you say? You hear me? So if I'm wearing glasses in the physical, let's take a look at what the teacher is talking about. If he's wearing glasses in the physical, then which one of you could go and get the A for the day? Because I'm going to ask a question. This to test the day. I don't do like they do in the European schools, give you a test on Friday. I'm going to teach you today and test you today. So when you walk away, you're going to be the greatest. Fuck Friday. You ain't got to wait to be the Friday. I see far away in the spiritual. I don't need glasses. You see? So I wear glasses because I can't see far away in the physical. So it's just the opposite in the hyperboloid, which is the law of attraction. As above, so below. All right? So I see, this is why I'm intrigued with things such as philosophy. Philosopher. A philosopher, one who thinks deeply, as KRS-One has told us. One who contemplates the state of existence. You know? A prophet. A prophet is one who prophesizes. Check? And how do you prophesize? By paying attention to that of the action and the frequency and vibration of the said matter. And it is easy to have determination. It's not hard. Keep robbing banks. You're not going to go to the president and get a ribbon around your neck. We can guarantee you that. So at least I could prophesize that much and be right. I could bet my money on that. That person in the news, they say he robbed 7 banks. And they got his face on there, and they telling you, be aware. He is armed and dangerous. Do you think using your prophetic skills, right? Because what does prophet... Okay, something dumb. What does prophecy mean?
Prophecy means a prediction.
Okay. Now, he's armed and dangerous. How close are you to making the prediction that Mr. Biden is going to reward him? Put it in the chat. Put it in the comment section. How many think that person that's wanted for bank robbery, that's armed and dangerous, and has killed, they already said he's expected to get the death sentence? As opposed to you thinking that, well, he going to jail and he going to get caught. In fact, how many you going to say, well, he ain't going to get caught? We all get that good prophetic notion, people. So my point is, we want to be able to recognize and realize how important that of numerology is to us. And again, I'm going to show the depiction of how you determine. All right. The name number, your name number. So I'm going to say it for, let me see if all right. So for instance, it's easy. 1 is A, 2 is B. So if your name is Ab, you're working with a 1 and a 2, right? You add that up, So using this chart, you can now transpose any name you wish to know about into numbers. In numerology, the first name of a person is called the key. It is the key that unlocks the individual talents and traits and sets the person apart from the rest of the family members. The key is determined from the sum of the letters of the first name. For instance, let's use the name Mark. M-A-R-K, right? So we got M. Why is that 4? Let's see something. Okay. So M being 4, A being 1, R being 9, and K being 2. Now, some people do the chart different because they say, well, M is not 4, it's A, B, C, D. D would be 4. But if you look in there, right, they're right. D is 4. But let's see. What number is 14? I'm going to show you how it goes. I mean, M. That's what I'm going to know. What number is the letter M? That might be kind of hard for me.
13.
13. Wow.
According to Wikipedia.org, M, or M, is the 13th letter in the Latin alphabet.
I should have
used
known.
in the alphabets of English and other Western Europe.
Right. So, because 13 is associated with master, and that's master is in the 5% or the Nation of Islam supreme mathematics. So 13. But again, like I said, once you have more than one digit from 1 to 9, you have to add it. So this is how we came up with the 4. All right. Just in case some people getting a little confused. I had to iron that out because a lot of people don't iron it out like that. Because a lot of people, especially the Europeans, they write the charts different. And when you do your study and read different books, you'll find how the chart is written a little different, but it's still the same science. It's applicable. Check. So using this chart, you can now transpose any name you wish to know about into numbers. Like again. All right. So we're going to skip up because you get the point. I ain't going to read the explanation of it. The last name. Have you ever wondered about your last name? The science of numerology could tell you quite a bit about your family traits, occupational preferences, even inherit illnesses. The way to determine this is to take the sum total of the family name. Let's take the sample name of Raleigh. Next, transpose the letter of the family into the names and you do the same sequence. So you all get the picture. All right. Now, this still ain't really what I want to tap into. I really want to tap into the personal aspect of it. And I can't find my book where we get into the ideas of the actual self and the life path number and your life trait numbers. He does a very good job in explaining it. And maybe I'm missing it somewhere in here. So let's jump over to the birth numbers and their meanings. Maybe it's in that section. All right. 103. Because we're quite not at where I want to discuss exactly what I'm looking for. And that upsets me. I would just go freestyle with it, but I haven't gone over this in so long. I don't want to be misinformational. So I actually want to read it from the book because I know me. Put it like that. I got tons of shit here where I can know me. Astrology. Right? Sovereign self. Sexuality. That's deep one. I don't think y'all ready for that. You ain't ready for that sex triology. Yeah. That's the heavyweight shit. You gonna have to be way have umpteen hours in time into dealing with self. You know, manifesting self. Where you talking about, you recognize at this point that everything that you bear witness to is a direct result of that what you manifested and made use of. Yeah, I know that may sound scary because some people find that far-stretched and hard to believe. They'll think I'm crazy. But I can show and prove. I know that much. Fuck the chit-chatting. We ain't got the rap. We ain't got the talk. This ain't school. I don't got books. I got action. I got receipts. My very existence speaks for itself. So we're going to get into the name. I mean, and the birth numbers and their meanings, which is on 103. And I might take a break to go look somewhere else in the inside for the particular book that I'm looking for, too, people, all right? That way I give y'all a break and you can think about a little something. And you can go leave it with something else, too. Maybe you might want to call somebody who was calling while you was listening to me, you know, and you didn't want to answer the phone call. Go ahead. You'll be able to take that time to respond. Well, maybe you got a text, you know. And you could go ahead when I take my break. You know, I'm gonna take me a couple puffs. You know how I do. Take me a couple puffs. Get some more refreshments because you see the refreshments getting low. Because I'm gonna be here for a minute. This is what I came to Earth to do. Talk that shit. I came here to talk sassy to the niggas. Yo, yeah, I did. Can you remember? Can you see me in the cotton field? The only nigga getting his ass whipped constantly. Y'all crying and begging that me I shut the fuck up because I'm getting my ass whipped too much. You ain't even getting the ass whipping. They like, God damn, man, shut the fuck up. Ah, that hurts me. God, don't hit him, boss, master, don't hit him no more. That's how connected we was. When somebody in the barn, in the hut, in the mud, got their ass whipped with that leather strap in the rain, the whole village felt that. No. The master was in the household. So they had a neighborhood. Somebody said, how come you didn't say neighborhood or household? Because slaves wasn't in that type of predicament like you are now. You see? That's the way they tell you, that's the way the story go, right? In fact, I don't even know if slaves had a house. They said they called them field niggas. So I guess they slept in the field. Yeah, because you had the house niggas and the field niggas. So I'm gonna have to imagine they didn't even have it, no house. They didn't even have a hut. They just laid it in the green pasture and took the cotton in the barn lat and covered up with it. And yes, in the harsh weather. That was that barn lat before it, you know, that stuff like cocoa beans come in and that shit ain't funny, man. Them people endure some harsh experiences, according to the story. Now, I'm not sure how much of it was real. No, don't get me in. I'm not going to start talking about that. Of course, I wasn't there. No. And it don't even sound right to me either. Two billion niggas on one ship, stacked on top of each other, pissing and pooping. That's not funny. Because you could have been on the bottom. You know how they say it could have been me. People fucks me up with that. Why could it have been you? What gives you the incentive, the inclination that it could have been you? Don't you know my mom, when I'm listening and hearing shit going on in the world, first thing I say, that'll never be me. This nigga talking about, we got to stop the killing around here. This is getting monotonous. I'm tired of what's going on. I walk my kids every here and we go here every day. It could have been me. What I tell you about wishing and hoping, people, and casting spells? Stop that dumb talk. No, it couldn't have been you. It's not going to be you if you don't want it to be. But go ahead and keep invoking. Something's going to happen. And guess what? It normally does. So we got 103, and we talking about birth numbers and their meanings. So should we take a break first before we start this? And then, I think we should, right? Yeah, because we jumping in one. In fact, I'm going to switch y'all up. You go to second base. You on first base. I'm going to put you on third. Center field, come on, you going back catch. All right? I'm going coach. In fact, no, I'm going to take third base coaching because I'm signed to being the head coach. I'll take third base coaching so I could just stand there and keep y'all coming around. See, that's the only thing spinning. The science and the mathematics, the aura. See, this is why I say the earth is... No, I ain't going to confuse y'all. But it's both flat and round. But you got to know what's flat and what's round. So what they did, they turned it again upside down, confused you, twisted it up, and made... See, because look, go to your Bible. It talks about the four corners of the earth, or in the Quran, the four corners of the world. How can you get four corners on a round ball, people? Something is wrong. How can your scriptures speak of the four corners and your science speak of... I need to light up. This is the moments where you need a puff. Tell the truth. This is why I beg y'all, forgive me for smoking. This is the shit that give me relief from the bullshit. So I thank the cannabis people for legalizing this shit, man. They knew I needed this. They knew when this nigga found out that the earth is not spinning at 1,000 miles per hour, he was going to need all different type of strains. So we're going to open up what we're going to call a medical marijuana dispensary. They did that for me. He said when this nigga found out that all this time that there's no mystery God and there ain't nobody coming to save him but himself, he's going to need to light up. Much like when you found out that there was no Santa Claus coming down your chimney that you didn't have. Huh? Tell the truth. Much like you said, man, fuck that. It ain't no fairy godmother. Mom, I caught you last night. You ain't say it right away, but you wasn't asleep. You was acting like you was asleep. Because you was waiting to see if it was a fairy godmother. You give two rats ass whether the money you coming. You looking for this fairy godmother. At least the little boys was. Because I'm looking for her. Shit. You not going to just stick some money up under my pillow, girl, and keep rolling. In my bed? How did you get in my bed? And I didn't know? And you slid some money up under the pillow? So that had to be a lie. We need that. We go. They say, boy, this nigga, either he gonna have to get the juice, or he gonna have to smoke that. Some people, that what those some people hear. I know. Yeah, it don't matter. Just be careful though, people, because I could OD too. This shit here could kill me if I let it, but I'm not gonna let it. You know what I'm talking about? Because, again, you don't invoke those type of ideas. The moment you say it, the moment you already set the creed up for it to develop and happen. So, no, it can't happen to you. Check. So, I'm going to take a break. Which cast are we streaming? I mean, music off of this one here. I could do it off this one. Y'all take a break. Let what I've said it. A little something. And I'm gonna come right back. Fill up on some refreshments. Put this shit out. Drop some. Here's what we're going to do. Let's put this one. Let me see something. Let's see something first. Let me close out some of this stuff. Got too much on the screen. We be getting it in. Yeah, so that's what's up. You know what I mean? Gotta like get it in. I want to read some more of these quotes here. Look, let me say this. How about this? I want you to radiate an enormous, much as you can think of for the longest you can until you're ready to stop. I want you to radiate love towards everyone you come encounter with. That means, yes, when you go to the supermarket and maybe you come by way in the aisle, somebody look at you, how you doing? It's nice and appropriate. Speak. That's love. Let them feel your energy. Let them feel the love. That's why they looked at you. They're looking for the love. I'll be back, people. Guys, that's okay. Yeah. Oh, a little chilly out there in the Philly. That's what's going on. Okay, we holding in at a steady 32 degrees as normal. You know how it is. Transylvania. It's what they do. Quaker style. You know, they said that's what the forefathers was into. They said they was into that high science and mathematics. Right? Which is numbers. You're gonna have to keep yourself in relation to all these numbers out here. Right? Oh, I'm gonna take a puff, but we're not gonna do this online. All right. I'm gonna take a quick break. Let y'all continue having your session. You gotta get ready. Work hard. Get weak again. Now that the week has ended, it's great begin again. So you strong right now. That's why I'm giving you this powerful juice, this most electrifying substance. Get you thoroughly amped up so that you could go throughout these days, right? Called weak. That shit that's gonna make you weak with that attitude. Oh, whole lot of money coming in. Oh, things is building up. Oh, I've got a business. Oh, I got opportunities. I'm networking. Things is really looking up for me. This is what we want to do for each other and with each other. We want to empower each other. Don't tear each other down. Where this thing at? I knew something was wrong. Right? So let's take a break. I'll be right back. And I'm going to start reading. When I start reading, I'm going to need y'all to keep up with me. Pay attention. All right? Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy. We great go in. We're going to go in, people. We're going to go in on this science. You're going to be telling me tomorrow how we're supposed to be manifesting and vibrating in the year 40,000. You're going to be able to watch. Just see. If you don't do it, your seed, or you're gonna have a seed that's gonna be able to explain to us the science and the mathematics that is to take place in the year 50G. Let it be known, too, that a disciplined mind brings happiness. You heard? Hold on for a second. All right, so like I said, a disciplined mind brings happiness. Check. Are we clear on that? That's a nice idea. You also need to understand that if I'm to find any peace, all right, I need not to be looking for it from any other place than within. Are we clear on that? Tell yourself, I don't need Pastor Uptown Moneymaker. And they do come in those type names. There is people out there close to something what I just said. So, although this person may not be real, but don't think that there's not being that out there that has a name that is least close and a character of being Uptown Moneymaker, Pastor Uptown. Don't be going to them and asking them, can you help me out to get my peace? Can you tell me the best place where I could take a retreat? I think I need some peace. This is you not white, first of all. And that shit don't even work for white people no more. They come right back to work and they talking about, oh my God, I need another break. They feel like I didn't leave. That's when I knew the shit was over with. When I started hearing the white folks can't even find peace no more, I said, shit, we done gone to hell. Because I remember a time when white folks, their life, the way they live, boy, I swear that shit was like the Brady Bunch. I was around. My people used to have me in that environment. White kids, everybody all happy and wasn't no suffering, shooting. I didn't duck from bullets and shit. Like, I mean, I'm not saying I'm better either. Don't get it twisted. However, it's just, it was different. You know, Wildwood, Dorney Park, Brigantine Castle, shit that burnt down. All other kind of shit. everything. Anything with, you think that that's where it's supposed to be popping. No, not today. You can't even get in these type of events now if you ain't been juiced up. And you gotta put that diaper on your face. Don't look for peace nowhere out here in the world. Because it ain't nowhere out here for you. Trust me. I done searched high and low. If I could find the most rich harmful and destructive substance, you should already know I would have found some goddamn peace before that I found that. It shouldn't be hard to find peace. The only reason why it's hard because the people that ain't been taught where it is. Don't look for without of it. Don't look for it without. You have to find this within yourself. And the great part deal of it beginning when you go in yourself is when you say, I accept myself. I am myself. I'm going to express myself and be myself. Check. Now, I spoke on health being important. In fact, some have stated, and I have also quoted that health may be that of the greatest wealth. And to this day, I'm still going to have to concur with that and agree. And a lot need to be spoken on why this is so, because some people may think it's not important. And it only is important if you're looking to perhaps prevail a specific and certain outcome. Huh? So it is written that to keep the body in good health is a duty, for the simple fact that if we do otherwise, right, we won't be able to keep a very energetic spirit, I'm going to say at this point. So if you want your light shining to the world, as your Bible said for you to do, what do you want to do? What you only want to be? A 25-watt light bulb? How bright do you think you want to be eating McDonald's all day? Oh, I'm going to talk sense to you. I'm going to talk sense to you until you tell me you don't want to be sensible. That's all. You can say that. I respect that. You see, I respect everything else in existence. You could simply come out here and say, yo, leave me alone. I just want to be dumb. I don't want to know nothing. All I want to do is be a slave. Servitude to the system. Yeah, I know it's a corporation, but shit. I got share stock in Walmart. So what, that make you feel good? Because you're a part of something? That ain't yours. Oh, I donate. I pay taxes. This is the dumb shit that I hear, people. I'm not making this up. Y'all think I'm just sitting here making a 2-hour stream of bullshit. And look, I ain't even paid for this from y'all. Y'all ain't paid not one penny. Y'all ain't donate not one. Now you may have, and listen, those who did donate though, because there is a donation. And I can name it. Courtney Miller. Okay? Bashir, a true queen. That's the donation. Now, how many people we name? Let's see how I'm paid. We're gonna rear off again, switch it up. All right. Center field, you take left field. Let me see how good you fare over there. Let me see your perception dynamics when the ball starts flying around. I want you to play back catcher. We're gonna switch it up a little bit. I'm still gonna play third base, coach. I'm Nathaniel Hills, the third, people. Let me do this, y'all. Y'all see, y'all gonna interrupt. You hold the tail. Let me make love to the cat. Or something like that. I forget how they used to say it. But y'all know what I mean. I'm in control. Let me do this. So we named 3 people. Let's get into the science of what we're talking about. Because look, we on page 103. I ain't lying. We talking about birth numbers and their meanings. What page is that? 103. Right, so there was 3 names that I named. A true queen, Bashir, and Courtney Miller. Check. All right, let me see something here. Because I like to show and prove. I'm going to get the tunes back on. Hold on for a second. Where he was? Okay, here we go. So, the number 3, positive, creative, popular, confident, articulate, and musical. What we've been through thus far together. Here's the negative. Listen to this. Because this is going to tickle some people. Vain. Dictatorial. Self-indulgence and jealous. You most immediate and important number. Your most immediate important number, which always remain constant, comes from the day of the month on which you were born. All right? So, for instance, if you was born on a 1, then that's your number. This date of birth number offers amazing insights into your character, personality, and individuality. Before we go into the meaning of your birth number, just think for a moment of friends you know. Okay? Have you ever noticed how one person may be strong and forceful, yet another to be just that of the opposite, shy, and that being of gentleness? This is because each number has its own individual nature. And I'm sure you already can see this. Let's look at the number 8 already. The 8 pops out to me. Huh? Tell me something of an 8. And I could tell you something of the 8. How about I'm looking at the woman? The woman's body. You don't like that one? All right, turn sideways. It's the metaverse symbol. How about that? I mean, like, we could go on, people. That's why, look, I told you earlier in this stream, after you learn what Mr. Lloyd teaches you, you go on and develop your science too and equate to how it's evolving and working for you. Because I'm going to tell you, numbers speak to me. When in other words, what I'm saying is, for instance, let me put it like this, because it's kind of hard to equate the spiritual with the physical. And y'all know how I mean, but what that mean when I say that, because some people say it's hard to explain, putting the words of how much I love you and all this, that thing and other. It's some truth to that. It's the same thing, you know, because of English and how tricky it is. It's hard to really put the true essence of concept of what's really to take place, because that's just the way. That's why they made the language, so that we can be confused and twisted. Oh man, I'm tired, man. I'm going to bed. I don't even feel like thinking about this shit no more. And watch the Green Bay Packers in the because they getting it on. Keep throwing the ball up and down the field, catching it. This is a good game. You know what I'm talking about? Like when that phone ring and it's a number that I don't, not a name, who I subscribe to that number. Don't you know I read that? It's a sentence coming from the spiritual realm. And I never miss. I'm always right back on what's supposed to be the outcome of the, you know, the said manifestation of event that took place. If you see what I'm saying. I'm not missing a beat. I'm preparing ready. Unable to be caught off guard. This is how you have to live your life as a master. This is to live a life as a master. You must think like one. Hence, as a man thinketh, so is she. Huh? As a woman thinketh, yes, so is she. As a man thinketh, so is he. As a child thinketh, so are they. As doggy dog thinketh, so are they. As a cat nibbles and meows, so shall it be. As a gorilla beats on his chest, so shall it be. As a monkey takes his shit and slings it at his spectators, so shall it be. That's your dumb fault for being around the cage of a goddamn monkey. You talking about you want to go be a spectator and look at the monkeys. Yo, I got to be sick. I go, how much it costs? And you want me to spend my Sunday to go look at how I'm mad. I'm mad that I'm stuck here in America. And I know goddamn well that monkey mad that he can't go and swing from no goddamn trees 80 feet tall. Unless they lied to us. Maybe they never was singing like that in the jungle. Maybe there is no jungle no more. What you think? It's still the Amazon jungle? Don't tell that to that monkey that's down there in your local zoo. He might fuck you up. You better not show them no books or pictures about the Amazon jungle. And they see one of their relatives over there just leaping in the trees and shit and eating what any time they want. And they gotta wait till like they in jail for your fucking convenience. You gotta wait till somebody bring me a food. Maybe it changed. Maybe they now got an environment for the monkeys that is growing in a cage. I'm not sure how it works. I've never been to a zoo. Well, I'm lying. I think my people took me there. Again, I told you, they took me. My people showed me what it was hitting for before I came to let y'all know what it's got to be. Trust me. I've been cubic linked for this shit. They took me to school thoroughly. And that's what it was, school. I had to grow up with the other man. Yeah, I did. So I can learn the differences of nature. I needed to know, are we all the same? I needed to know, is all people the same? I don't care what W.E. Du Bois, Chancellor Williams, none of them cats, Naeem Akbar, none of them. I don't care that information. Chancellor Williams, right. Because according to Mr. Darwin, if you subscribing to that coming up out of them jungles, boy, and one of them monkeys down there in that zoo might be your relative. That's according to the Darwin theory. I'm not, mocking nobody or anything. I'm just spitting out what so happened to have been taught to your children. And I do humbly apologize that it was done. Don't beat me up, people. Don't beat me up. I'm just the helper. I'm just the revealer. I'm here to talk shit and I'm out of here. Move on to the next realm. Do what was required of me when I get there. I won't know that till I lay down tonight and visit that realm. I might just go to the universe where I'm starting to build a little land and stuff. I'm putting together trees. I just let the animals in. Yeah. I had to go to another dimension where they had these these is crazy birds. In other words, it's like y'all think I'm playing, man? Seriously. If you could come to me and talk about how your dream was last night, why can't I tell you about mine? That's what it is. But I'm just telling you in a different instance. To me, it's what I'm doing. You dreaming. Dream on, partner. If you want to dream, by all means. I'm creating. So, like I said, I might go on tonight once I lay this down, oh, right. Come on, man. Where's the flag? Wow. Nah, it's cool though. And you know, if see, you gotta understand the Noah or the Ark putting all the animals on there. What I tell you, what do you do with that type? Oh, that's a great game, baby. Yes, indeed. Boy, he hit that man so hard the ball popped out. That's what I call separating the man from the ball. But they got it back. Lucky they got it back. It popped out literally in the air. Ooh-wee. Like a baby out of the womb. I mean, you ever see Martin? When the baby came out, he had to catch it. That's how that ball came out. He had the ball heady. Pow! So, yeah. You know, man. I got to think about what I was talking about. I forget. And in the meantime, let's go to 103. So, before we go into the meaning of your birth number, just think for a moment of friends you know. We read that. A person born on the 13th of July, for instance, has the number 4 because 1 plus 3 is 4. Check. As their most important number. Someone born on the 24th of June is the number 6, and so forth. Y'all get the picture. We went through that. All right? So your birth number, number 1, a number 1 person, such as myself, because I was born on the 28th. Okay? So 8 and 2 is 10, and of course 1 plus 0 can be nothing else but a 1. So if you were born on the 1st, 10th, 19th, or 28th of the month, you are by nature determined, forceful, and daring, which answers why I get hyped and I get little, the way I do. And I do keep a curb on it. I tend to be more modest and humble with my approach to this thing here. Oh my goodness. And that's what it's about. Because it never stops, people. Because here it is. Okay, now you know yourself. Now what? What you do now? Ain't that the most famous question? You got all that knowledge? What do you do now? I say, you got all that money? You got the good job? What do you do now? Right. Everybody want to know, what the fuck do we do after we get everything we always wanted? You keep living. That's what you do. You keep building. You keep adding on. There is an eternity of existence of you. That's why the first letter in the word universe starts with you. Without the universe, please imagine there'd be no you. And if there was no you, you wouldn't even be able to spell universe. I cracked the code right there, y'all. All in itself. We don't even need to be talking no more. We can all go out and play soccer and baseball. Play some football, ride your motorcycles and shit. Might go skiing, jet skiing. You been in Poconos yet? I ain't go to Poconos this year. I think I got to get to the Poconos sometime. I want to go Camelback Mountain. I got to come down the slope at least one time. I know, knees bent in, arms folded, and I know. But I'm experienced, so I'm going to stand up. I got to be cute with it. I stand straight up, both legs together, knees bent, and come down and stop like that on them. You know what I mean? Like he was white. I told you. They took me around this shit from birth. So I got a mental projection of how to do any and everything on earth. Starting from the ancient Egyptians, the Anunnakis, to the cowboys, to the Western times, all the way up until now. That's the only time you got existence. But look, what's more striking, I could go back 78 trillion years. Oh my God. American schooling system, Nate, don't even teach that much history. How the fuck can you go back 78 trillion years? Y'all got me. I was, you know what? Y'all was paying attention, huh? Wow. No, guess what? Everything you've been taught is a lie. There is no beginning. There is no ending. What if I told you there is no creation? There's nothing but manifestation. Who gonna prove me wrong? I want to smoke. I want to smoke. Go get the finest thinkers on the planet right now. I don't care what position you hold. It'd be nice if you was a reverend or a pope. That way the people know that they working with a God body. But if you sit at the round table or take oaths in certain sanctuaries, that'll do too. Me not fear nothing. Me not fear. There's no fear here. Only thing I got to, if I could think of something that I have to fear, let's just say an event I needed to fear, right? I want to be human. Y'all know how we do. We plagiarize. So I say, okay, I want to be a black man. What do black people fear? Nah, I don't like that. You know what I'm a fear? That what I wouldn't be able to do to make my physical on earth. This meat suit here that's taking its turn in its play to become all that it can be. That's what I'm a fear. I think that's good right there. Y'all, do that resonate with you? How you feel about that? I'll break it down a little smaller because I know that might have been a little bit too much. So how about I just fear that what I can't do for myself. I fear that if I don't become great, something will be wrong. That's my, if I had the fear. Now, mind you, I don't know what fear is. That's just words and I don't resonate with. I don't speak the entire English language, people. There's about now I ain't gonna be funny. But I want to be down there accurate. I never thought about it. But of the English language, I think there's about maybe 103 words that I use every day. I swear to God. Y'all may say that's crazy to think of how he could do something like that, but just think. Most of the days I don't talk much at all because I be in my box. So if you see me, I be like, peace, greetings, and that's that. I don't talk. That's it. Now, mind you, I'm in my box because I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt of 103 words. It's damn near 12 o'clock and I ain't said shit else to nobody. Unless business calls, and it's always the same words, which is why I give you 103. What type of work you want done? Here's the price. Even the numbers is damn near the same. I'm just getting to the point. I'm still always getting $1,300 jobs. This shit is getting monotonous down here, man. I think it's getting on. It's like, no, I ain't going to fetch that. But you get the point. Keep your words limited. The man who talks more is the man that knows nothing. The one who speaks less. The woman too. It's the one that knows. You know? Unless you're a teacher. You're not supposed to be running your mouth. What are you talking about? You misleading the people. Because it's folly. It's foolishness. As soon as the teacher come, what happens? He got to tell y'all, or she got to tell y'all, all right, class, sit it down. All right, class. All right, let's go. Sit it down. Let's go. Y'all know how it is, depending on what school it is. I know if it was up a nonchalant school, she would have came. As soon as she walked through the door, the class would have moved and began to sit down. And that's what you hear. As soon as she walked through the door. But some schools, the teacher will come in, they still. You see books and shit flying around. What the fuck? Bitch, I'm gonna fuck you up after school. All right, class. Yo, stop playing, nigga. Class. Yo. This is that. What school you went to? It varies. Some of you went to school, you weren't able, you could have got a good education, but because of the environment, it hindered you. Some of you had to protect your manhood. So you got there, you didn't come to school. You stinking ass dudes. That's crazy. It was deep, man. Life is deep. So where we at with it, man? Let's get into this because I'm still getting heavy. I ain't start yet. We gonna turn it up. I gotta play another tune. Burn some herb. Y'all ever burn herbs before? By a wave of sigils. How many of you people burnt herb before? I'm stupid. Boy, I tell you, boy, if the Grandmaster see me doing this video, they gonna be nice and tickled. And that's pretty much what I would hope too. People like Dr. Phil Valentine's salute, you know. These are my enlightenments, man. These beings is still here too. In the etheric realm too, igniting, holding up. I ain't gonna speak too hard on that. I can't speak too hard. I can't reveal things, especially if I ain't that level to be revealing other people's magic. You don't do that. You know somebody else know they magic, and you got them in high regards, keep their shit safe and secret. You know? That's why people come. That's why this individual will confide in you. Because they feel as though that, oh my goodness. You know? They feel as though that there's some liberty. They could get some freedom. This is crazy. Oh, y'all got y'all gotta watch the game. Look at the game. Green Bay Packers. The ball jumped in the air, but he jumped too soon, and his legs was open. And the man with his shoulders cracked him right in his private part. And if you watch when he got up off the ground, that shit affected him. He was faking. He faked it off good. Threw the ball to the... But that shit had him like... He wanted to be like this. They're going to show that again. I'm telling you. That was a crazy hit. He jumped too soon. He tried to jump over the man. But I guess the man faked him out. He was in the air too long. Bah! Right in his nutsack. True story. I'm watching the game while I'm talking to y'all. It's a true story. So, yeah. And every time I do that, I forget where I was at. I gotta start writing down where I was at. Because I smoke too much. I got short-term memory. I don't remember nothing. That's what they said. Oh, man. All right. So we're going to get back into reading. Never mind where I was. I want to share this information here. This is really important. This is the juice of the stream. So we're going to go back. Number one, you are original. All right. And there you go. I came back what I was talking about, but that's all right. I don't want to talk about that no more. So the number ones. Where did you go? All right. So number ones. Again, let me back up. Because I'm a number one. And when it comes to talk about me, y'all know me. I like to sit there next to you and hear you tell me how great I am. Tell me more about my eyes. Yeah, that's a physical game. One of the Lion Bulls is hurt. They playing him rough. All right. Y'all with everybody all right? In my Bobby Hemmett vibration? So number one, you're so beautiful. You're elegant. You're great. Can't nothing stop you. You speak with authority. You mean what you say. You say what you mean. You are the earth sign. Although you are the earth sign, we are not down to earth. I'm very much far away off of earth. All right. And as it's stated by Mr. Lloyd in his book, he also adds that you are original, creative, inventive, and very definite in your point of view. Didn't I say that? I mean what I say, and I say what I mean. Like, I don't got time to play with you. I respect you too much. I'd rather see you being the greatest thing in existence for me, so I can have something to pay attention to, so that I know, goddamn, I can't wait till I'm great like that. Are you kidding me? Oh, I used to love to see thorough men, older men, especially what my mom bring around. I used to judge them. I couldn't wait till at one point, I was like, damn, let me see what she bring that. Let me check this nigga. Nah, mom. He ain't there. If she be like, yeah, you right. Because we read your energy grid. I'm on your ley line, baby. Fuck the rap game. See, back then, they'd tell you, oh, I got a bank account. That's crazy. Yeah. Back in the day, you know, the guys, they tell the woman they got a bank account. They got, you know, I'm a Vietnam vet. I just came out the military. I got a house. I'm going to go on the lot and pick up a few cars. And the women, they believe that stuff. You know? They were pipe dreams, they would call them. That was the best thing that they had going on back in the 60s and 70s. Oh, yes, they sell a woman a pipe dream. Tell them that's why to this day, woman can't stand a black man. No, I apologize. So some feels this way though, man. This shit is genetically embedded in these people. I mean, like, I should be unapologetic. It's just I apologize because it's a bad rap for the black people. You know? No, I'm not black. No. Don't associate with me with that either. If they give out reparations to the black people, yeah, I want some of that money. But don't put me. I'm not black. No. But I'm still gonna get the money based off of what I look like. They ain't gonna believe I'm not black. So just let me do me. I got me. Damn. That's the problem with people. Do it your way. If you sign a certificate, write it when you fill out the application. What's your ethnicity? Other or black? And you put black. By all means, you know, go in there and be black. Whatever. I don't know what it constitutes to be black. What do you do? Throw up the hand or twerk or wear your pants down low? What identifies black? I'm not too sure no more. How do I know black from white now? Because you're like, what is black? How do black people act? Disruptive, ignorant, disrespectful, driving around all crazy, like the whole everybody driving is supposed to stop and wait for the black people to be driving. Like, no, don't put me into that, man. I put that on national TV, worldwide web, viral. I'm like Obama. I'm like Tiger Woods. Don't get me twisted. And I ain't making up no name. I'm the first one that's going to just say me. I'm me. What you see is what you get. That's why I said when I go and they get in line for my money reparation, what they going to see what the fuck I am. I could talk all the game you want. You can't tell by the structure of his head and this bone and these nose who the fuck I am. Y'all going to get robbed. Don't let me pull my shirt up. Talk about, oh, here you go, Mr. Hills. Right. Keep it cool. Keep it cool. If we don't act the fool, everything will be cool. Ain't that what he said in Pulp Fiction? Oh, right. Like the fines. How was the fines, y'all? He was cool as shit. And that's the way we're going to do this. So, number one, you generally don't take second place positions of any kind. You hear me? Wait a minute. I'm missing 2 books. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm thinking about other things while I'm teaching this stuff. We're not teaching it, but reading and talking. And that's one of my things that I hate that I do. I don't stay doing one thing at one time. It ain't down. Don't stay focused. I'm focused on everything. That's the oxymoron. That'd be stupid to say. I'm focused on everything. How can you do something if you're not focused? You can't do it if you're not focused. Like, don't think that if you focus, you're going to get up in the morning. I mean, don't think that if you're not focused, you can get up in the morning and straight drive the car. No, you're going to know you're going to need to put your clothes on, grab your keys, and put it in ignition, look out the mirrors, and make sure you don't crash. So, I'm just looking at some stuff. So, anyway, a number one person you generally like, you don't like second place positions of any kind. You prefer to lead or take charge of the situation. This is why you make an excellent manager, director, president, supervisor, or head of the department. So now that you've learned that and acknowledged that, this will help you. This comes to mind. Let's say we're job seeking. You go through your ads now, what have you, how you do it now. And you see the many ads. I'm sorry. You see the many positions. And one of the positions being that of dishwasher. Or, let's say, even a salesman. And you know you're number one. Although there'd be a good chance of you getting a job, depends on how much they really need it. But we're going to look at your application and say that you're a little too overqualified for you to be our dishwasher. In his head, she's going to have to think that there's not another place in which I have to put you. So therefore, I'm going to have to hold your application and put it to the side. Why? All because you applied for a dishwasher when you got the qualifications of being that of a director, president, an advisor, supervisor, and head of a department. You see? So you want to be going for jobs, having experience, going in schooling if you don't have the experience, of like nature, following in suit of that of your birth chart. Because you know you already got the power back in you. Why not go ahead and take the step? You see how it works? In other words, you don't want to be living a life to no avail. Wasting my no, I'm sorry, because you might get confused with what I'm saying. But wasting your time. I don't want to be here wasting my time. And how do you waste your time? Not being on time with time. Because all the time that you're not on time with your time, and notice I said your time because there's many time zones. Go over in Las Vegas right now. It's not the same time right here in Pennsylvania. In fact, they keep moving it up and down, back and forwards, side to side. So you don't know what time it really is. In fact, one point they was talking about doing away with the time movement. But when you really on time with your time, This is when the inner self starts to develop and shine. As a one person, you can be direct and straightforward in dealing with others, probably because you respond more to the will and logic than feelings and emotions. That's true. I can't deal with giving you the realness if I'm taking in considerations of how you feel, because I might do and say things that have you crying. And then you're going to go in your room and close the door and put the pillow over your head. And I don't want to have to come in your room now. I got to talk about, I'm sorry. Oh, come on, homie. Come on, boo-boo. Come on, sweetheart. Don't cry. I ain't mean to say it, give it so harsh. But you know you got to know who you are. You know you're going to have to trust and develop yourself and walk into yourself. The number one as your birth date is ruled by the sun. And therefore, you'll get along well with those born in February, April, and August. Sunday is your best day of the week. All right, so the number 2 person. If your date of birth is 2, 11, 20, or 29 of the month, you're just the opposite of number 1. Okay? You're just the opposite of your number 1 counterpart. Gentle, imaginative, considerate, persuasive, and romantic. Because you're basically sensitive and receptive to people, situations, and surroundings, you should choose your friends and living environment with the greatest of care. You have a love of music, poetry, painting, dancing, drama, and even acting. All right? If you had a motto to hang over your door, it will probably say love, peace, and harmony. Your birth number is ruled by the moon, and therefore you tend to get along with those born in the months of May and July. All right? This is coming from Lloyd Strahan now, one of the greatest numerologists around today. One of them. Of all the days in the week, Monday is your best day. Let's move on to number 3 person, and I'm going to shut it down. If you were born on the 3rd, 12th, 21, or 30 of the month, you are a number 3 person. You're generally proud of yourself, ambitious, very independent, and don't like restraints by anyone. You don't like to be held down. You don't like to be told what to do. You like to figure it out for yourself and make it happen. Check. You're not afraid to put in the necessary hours to get the job done. You prefer to be in authority over others. That's why I like a number 3 woman. You're not afraid to put in what's necessary to make things and get things popping. You see, this is why everybody got to play their part. How many numbers are there, people? How many? 9. That's it. How many? Let's look it up. How many numbers he got here? Oops. He only has 9. After that, you're moving into double digits. That's all. And it's still the same numbers. Like I said, there's very few words that I got to use. This is what keeps me in power. As long as I keep it to that extent. And the better I can limit the words that I use and only utilize those of the magnificence of words, the greater I'll become. Until eventually, I'll make like Lucy. And I become cellular. Totally cellular. How many people seen the movie Lucy? At the end, when she disappeared, and they asked her where she was at, what did they say? What did it show us? Right. She was everywhere. Through the cell phone. So that lets you know, how can you be everywhere if you don't know how to manipulate the elements and the forces of nature, which is made up of nothing but neutrons, protons, and electrons that you call cells. Oh, they don't want no smoke with me, man. I'm out of here. Did I finish reading 3? They don't want this smoke. You wait till I come back. Oh, I can't wait. Yo, I got so much in store. It's like you planning for your great life event for this coming summer. I do that with life cycles. Did you hear what I said? Much like how you planning your summer right now, you're vacationing, and what the kids is going to do when they graduate this June. I'm planning cycles of states of existence. I'm going to go to bed now, so please go ahead and allow me to go so I can go ahead and do some work. I'm tired of working here. Y'all not going to have me working here like that, like a slave. I'd rather work for myself in my own realm of existence as a slave. Okay? So I'm not going to sit here and talk to you too much longer. I'm already 3 hours and a half in with it. However, I do want to hope that people has benefited and that somebody has got something out of this that's going to have them becoming nothing but a great element in existence, because this is what I wish for you. Courtney Miller, Bash Ali, and a true queen. All right? I'm sorry to anybody else if I didn't say your name. I guess it wasn't meant to be. I didn't see it there. So y'all know what it is. Until the next time, it is what it is. But we still got high hopes for that too. And those who haven't shown themselves through. You know, I can't force nobody to be great. I'm not going to keep knocking on your door talking about, yo, it's time for you to take over. It's time for you to go down there and get your crown and put it on your head. That's just like your mom. She keep telling you, come on down, it's Saturday. Right? You don't want to get up because you know she wake you up to go to school. You got to get up. But Saturday, she's waking you up now to come down and eat breakfast. Man, fuck that. Hold on, give me a minute. I'm tired. I'm asleep. And she keep talking about, come on, you ain't gonna get no more. It ain't gonna be no more. Yo, I'm laughing because that's her voice, yo. That's how she was with me. Like, it ain't gonna be like, no, man, I need to sleep. I was creating. I was doing, y'all call it dreaming. I was stuck in a different dimension. And I really didn't want to get up, but if it wasn't for the fun that I had to have, such as going to the summer camp, you know, things I looked forward to in the physical realm, I wouldn't have got up. I would have probably preferred to stay in a state of psychosis. In other words, leave me sleep. Give me a sleeping pill. I'll stay asleep. But y'all know y'all want to get up and go have some fun tomorrow, right? Because the only way that you can have some fun if you go to a physical plane and manifest it. You can't do it in the tangible or intangible state of arena or affair. Or what you know as the spiritual realm. You got to come to a physical to have the experience. Other than that, you're free at will. They showed you that in the movie Ghost with Whoopi Goldberg and Demi Moore and Patrick Swayze, right? And the guy, I forget his name, the main character I like, my main character that I like, the guy with the long trench coat on that chased him around through the train. Y'all remember him? He kicked the cigarette machine. What'd he say? Oh, I would do anything to have another one of them cigarettes. But he couldn't because he was stuck and trapped in the spiritual realm. You see? So you have to come to the physical so you can smoke your weed, drink your beer, get your freak on. This is why they say God wants to have his experiences through you. That's the trick. No, you want to have your experience through all planes and dimensions of existence. And I think I'm out of here, man. That's enough. Y'all ain't paying me for this. I'm out of here. No, I'm just joking. I don't need to be paid. I'm paid already. That was the monkey mind talk. That was the earthly talk. And a lot of y'all heard that before. That was in fact, some of you heard that, oh, he a nigga. That's the nigga talk. You ain't paying me for this. Oh, man, fuck them people. I don't give a fuck. They don't give me no cash yet. Stop looking for that type of currency. That's not the highest form of currency, my dude. Something got you caught up in thinking that that's the currency you need to be chasing. How dare you? What is wrong with you? Snap out of it. Some might say that you chasing dead presidents. That don't sound too nice. I wouldn't want to be chasing no dead president. So in all seriousness, make sure you take care of yourself, people. And do it with a purpose, an intent. Do some good for yourself today so that your tomorrow will be greater. All right? Now I'm out of here. I'm out. My YouTube subscribe. I'm out of here.